is Stephanie, and I live in Liberty, Kentucky. I have been on Dr. Lamb's nutritional coaching program for 2 years now. I found Dr. Lamb while searching the internet for adrenal help for myself because 3 years prior to finding him, my health crashed. I had a miscarriage of twins, and after that I started having some really extreme symptoms. I first stopped being able to sleep at all. Some nights I couldn't even sleep a wink. Sometimes I could get maybe an hour. I started having heart palpitations and rapid heartbeat, extreme allergic reactions to foods that had never bothered me before, panic attacks, problems with my cycle. It was a nightmare. And we went to the emergency room. We called the paramedics with the terrible heart palpitations, and nobody could find anything wrong with me. I went to regular medical doctors, and they just gave me sleeping pills and antidepressants, and not even the sleeping pills could knock me out at night. If I did happen to fall asleep, I'd wake right back up having an adrenaline rush. Finally, we started seeing several different naturopaths, and they were able to pinpoint the problem through saliva testing. They were able to tell that I was past adrenal exhaustion and that my adrenals were depleted. But they never gave me anything to help heal my adrenals. They would give me some glandulars and herbs, and those would help a little bit in the beginning, but then they would end up just making me crash. And after a cycle of going through this for several months, I ended up completely bedridden. And at my very worst, I had to be helped from my bed to the bathroom. I couldn't talk on the phone. I couldn't hardly interact with my 3 little girls. All I could do is just lay there in a dead silent room because even listening to music or talking on the phone or reading a book was too stressful. And nobody understood. And I ended up just completely feeling hopeless, like there was nobody, no place to turn. And if it hadn't been for my faith in God, I would have given up, and I really feel like I probably wouldn't be here today. We did eventually, this was going on for 3 years, and eventually we did find a naturopath that helped a little bit to a point, but then I ended up crashing on his program too, and he started telling me that he was learning from me, and that scared me because I wanted him to be helping me, not learning from me. So with the little tiny bit of energy I had, I could sit at the computer maybe 10 minutes a day. I started researching adrenal fatigue, and Dr. Lamb's website came up. And excuse me. As I started to read the information on his website, I was like, yes, this man knows what is wrong with me, and he spelled it out. I mean, even little things like describing how a person with bad adrenals, just being in the wind could cause an adrenaline rush, and that was something I experienced when I tried to go outside, or that temperature changes. I mean, I just one thing after another totally described me. And I feel like Dr. Lamb is absolutely brilliant. And it was just a really thrilling experience for me. And so we called his office and set up an appointment, and it was just like a miracle to me to be talking to people who understood and could tell me exactly what was going on in my body. And at the point that when I first started working with him, I could be up 3 hours only a day. And that was 3 broken up hours. I literally would lay in bed and get up to fix a meal and go back to bed. And that's all that I could do. Within a short amount of time, I don't remember exactly how long, but it was not very long. I started, after I started on his supplements, I started to be able to stay up more and more, and I was thrilled to death to be able to get up in the morning one day and realize that I had stayed up through lunchtime. And that was the first time that had happened in years. Also, I started doing his adrenal yoga, and the first time that I did that, when I was finished, I sat up and I cried because I felt relaxed for the first time in all those years. All of my female hormones were also messed up, and so it's taken a while to get things into balance for me. But he knew exactly how to help with those too. And so today, I feel like a completely different person. I get up in the morning and I stay up all day. I am no longer bedridden at all. I do usually take a nap for about an hour a day, but I don't have to, and there's days that I don't. I homeschool my 3 children. I do all of the household chores. Last week, I went on a camping trip with my family, and we went out miniature golfing and on a picnic, and there were some stressful things that even came up, like it was freezing cold, and I usually have a terrible time, but I didn't crash. I don't remember the last time I've crashed. I don't crash anymore. I can basically do whatever it is that I need to get done, and I am just so thankful for Dr. Lamb and for Doreen, and I absolutely 100% would recommend them to anybody that was struggling with adrenal problems, fatigue, hormonal imbalances. I feel like I've been through it all, and I've tried everything other than them, and they were the first thing that worked for me. And I feel like if they could help me, they could help anybody. So thank you, Dr. Lamb and Doreen. I thank God for you. And I feel so blessed and privileged for this opportunity to share how much you guys mean to me and how much you've helped me.